Jackson ran 21.41 at the big championship in Budapest. The world record is super fast, though. Look at these cool facts. Flojo was 29 years old when she set that world record. And guess what? Shericka Jackson is also 29 right now. When Flojo set the record, there was a big wind helping her, so that's pretty interesting. But let me tell you about this 100-meter race in Brussels. She was all business that day. She caught up to everyone so fast. It was basically over before it started. This is Shericka Jackson, and wow, she ran like a storm again. The world record is 21.34 seconds. She was way ahead of everyone else as she got to the finish line. It was close to that world record time, close to her own best time as she beat Shaunae Miller-Drybo's time by way more than a quarter second. There was tons of other runners in the race, but nobody could even stay close to her. She's living at 21.4 seconds now. So this race happened way back in 2023 at the Brussels Diamond League meet, and thanks for watching this old race with me. So in this race, Shericka Jackson was basically just racing against the clock. Gina Luckenkemper and Dina Asher-Smith were also running, but they clearly couldn't match Shericka Jackson, and at that time, Shericka Jackson was in perfect running shape. That's the same year she ran 21.41 at the World Championships. But in this race, she really wanted to break the world record. But she just came up a little short again with 21.48 seconds. And yeah, she was definitely amazing on the track. And this was also her last race of 2023, and this happened before she got hurt. Because starting in 2024, she ran a couple races, and then yeah, the injury started bothering her. She tried to come back and fight through all of 2024. She did run a few races. She won at the Jamaica National Trials just to show you how hard she had to work from around May to June or July, and she totally dominated. Those national trials just to show up at the Olympic Games hurt, basically. At first, she dropped out of the 100 meters. We thought she was just focusing on the 200 meters because we know what happened early in the season. Then she had to drop out of the 200 meters to dot, so it's really sad, and this would have been her first individual gold medal that she probably would have won in the 200 meters or even in the 100 meters. It's just really unfortunate that she didn't get to compete at all at the Olympic Games. Kind of like what happened with Shelley and Fraser Price. She didn't get to compete in the semifinals either, but Shericka Jackson is getting better now. She is now getting over the injury from last year. She ran a few races so far. Not looking that amazing though. She is supposed to run tomorrow at the Prefontaine Diamond League. This time she'll be running the 100 meters. So we'll see what kind of shape she's in. But yeah, she's getting back into running shape, not looking that amazing. I think she's kind of running scared because she doesn't want to get hurt again. So she's being really careful, basically. We're not seeing that strong push from her like what we saw in the last 100 meters of the race that we just watched. The Brussels Diamond League. Yeah, we're not seeing that fighting spirit, and I think she's just running carefully, trying to make sure that she finishes the race healthy so she can go back and work on what she needs to improve. But back to this race though, Shericka Jackson totally dominated this race, and yeah, the world record was so close, but it wasn't meant to be in this one. I think she had run 10.65 in the 100 meters as well. So she was in great shape to try for this world record from Flojo at 21.34 seconds. But she just has to wait. Hopefully this year, once she gets back in the right shape, then she can try to go for the record. But I think she will need maybe another year before she gets back into this kind of amazing form. We know once she gets going, she's unstoppable, but to get back where she was in 2023 is going to be tough. It's possible, but it's going to be hard. So we just have to wait to see what happens for the rest of the season. But yeah, this race was crazy and epic from start to finish. She was gone from the starting gun and coming off the curve. It was just her against the clock, basically. And yeah, she ran her heart out in the final race of 2023, but she just didn't get as close as she wanted to the world record. But yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts on this race in the comments. That's all for today, Dot. Thank you all for watching this old race with me.